Imagine a civilization lost to time, its cities swallowed by the earth, its people vanished into the mists of history. This was the fate of the Indus Valley civilization, a remarkable culture that flourished in the Indus River Valley over 4,000 years ago. This civilization, contemporary to ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, was a beacon of urban planning, sophisticated craftsmanship, and a vibrant cultural life. Yet its story remains shrouded in mystery, its script undeciphered, its fate a subject of intense debate. One of the most enduring questions surrounding the Indus civilization is the arrival of a new group of people, the Aryans, and their role in the civilization's decline. This theory, known as the Aryan invasion theory, has been a cornerstone of Indian history for centuries. However, recent archaeological discoveries and linguistic analyses have challenged this theory, leading to a reassessment of our understanding of this pivotal period. This essay delves into the heart of this historical puzzle, exploring the arrival of the Aryans, their interactions with the indigenous population, and the lasting impact they had on the Indian subcontinent. By piecing together archaeological evidence, linguistic analysis, and reinterpreting traditional narratives, we aim to shed light on this complex and fascinating chapter of Indian history. The term Aryan itself has been subject to much misinterpretation and misuse, particularly during the 20th century. Originally, it was a linguistic term, used to denote a group of people who spoke a common language, the ancestor of Sanskrit and many other Indo-European languages. This linguistic group, it was theorized, originated in the steppes of Central Asia and migrated in waves towards Europe and South Asia. These Aryans were traditionally portrayed as pastoral nomads, skilled horsemen and warriors, who brought with them their distinct language, religious beliefs, and social customs. They were thought to be a patriarchal society with a social hierarchy based on occupation and kinship. Their religious practices centered around fire rituals and a pantheon of gods later codified in the Vedas, the sacred texts of Hinduism. The Aryan migration theory proposed that these pastoral people, driven by climate change or the search for new pastures, gradually migrated into the Indian subcontinent through the Hindu Kush mountains. Their arrival, it was believed, marked a turning point in Indian history, leading to the decline of the Indus cities and the rise of a new culture and civilization. The traditional narrative of a mass Aryan invasion into the Indian subcontinent, leading to the destruction of the Indus civilization, has been increasingly challenged by scholars in recent decades. While the arrival of Indo-Aryan speakers in India is widely accepted, the nature and impact of their arrival are being re-evaluated. Critics point to the lack of archaeological evidence for a large-scale invasion or the destruction of Indus cities by a foreign force. The decline of the Indus civilization appears to have been a gradual process, likely caused by a combination of factors including climate change, shifting river patterns, and internal social changes. Furthermore, the traditional portrayal of Aryans as nomadic warriors is also being questioned. Some scholars suggest that the Aryans may have migrated in smaller groups, possibly as traders or pastoralists, gradually integrating with the existing population over centuries. This interaction and assimilation of cultures, rather than a violent conquest, could explain the spread of the Indo-Aryan language and culture in the subcontinent. Archaeological evidence plays a crucial role in understanding the relationship between the Aryans and the Indus Valley civilization. Excavations at various sites have unearthed a wealth of artifacts, providing insights into the material culture, religious practices, and social structures of both groups. However, directly linking specific artifacts or archaeological layers to the arrival of Aryans has proven challenging. The lack of definitive archaeological markers, like distinct pottery styles or weaponry, makes it difficult to pinpoint the exact time and nature of their arrival. Despite these challenges, archaeological findings have highlighted the complexity of the historical narrative. The discovery of late Harappan sites, showing a continuity of cultural practices even after the decline of major urban centers, suggests a more gradual transformation rather than a sudden collapse. Additionally, the presence of certain artifacts and practices, like horse burials and the use of chariots, traditionally associated with Aryans, in later periods points towards a gradual assimilation of cultural elements. Section 5. clash of cultures, the transformation of a civilization. The interaction between the Aryans and the indigenous population of the Indus Valley, whether through peaceful integration or gradual assimilation, undoubtedly led to significant cultural and societal changes. The most impactful of these changes was the spread of the Indo-Aryan language, the ancestor of Sanskrit, which became the dominant language of northern India. The Aryans brought with them their distinct religious beliefs, which centered around a pantheon of nature gods and the performance of fire rituals. Over time, these beliefs interacted with the existing religious practices of the Indus people, leading to the development of early Hinduism. The Vedas, the sacred texts of Hinduism, reflect this fusion of cultures, incorporating elements of both Aryan and indigenous beliefs. The Aryan influence also extended to the social structure of the subcontinent. The Varna system, a hierarchical social division based on occupation, is believed to have originated during this period. However, it is important to note that the rigidity of the caste system, as we know it today, developed much later. Section 6. The Indo-Aryan Enigma. Linguistic clues. Linguistics provides another crucial lens through which to examine the Aryan migration theory. The Indo-Aryan languages, a branch of the Indo-European language family, are spoken by a majority of people in the Indian subcontinent. The presence of these languages in India suggests a connection with other Indo-European languages spoken in Europe and Central Asia. Linguists have studied the similarities and differences between these languages to reconstruct their evolution and trace their origins back to a hypothetical common ancestor, Proto-Indo-European. The linguistic evidence points towards a gradual spread of Indo-Aryan languages into the Indian subcontinent, likely through a process of language contact and assimilation. The influence of Dravidian languages spoken in southern India on early Indo-Aryan languages further supports this theory of interaction and cultural exchange. Section 7. Debating the past. A spectrum of interpretations. The Aryan migration theory, despite being a subject of debate, has played a significant role in shaping our understanding of Indian history and identity. However, it is crucial to acknowledge the diverse perspectives and interpretations surrounding this theory. Some scholars, mainly historians and archaeologists, have challenged the traditional invasion model, advocating for a more nuanced understanding of the Aryan arrival as a gradual migration and assimilation process. They emphasize the lack of archaeological evidence for a large-scale invasion and highlight the continuity of cultural practices between the Indus and later periods. Others, particularly linguists and scholars of religious studies, while acknowledging the problems with the invasion model, still support the idea of a significant Aryan migration that had a lasting impact on Indian culture and society. They point to the undeniable linguistic evidence and the distinct religious beliefs and social practices associated with the Aryans. Section 8. The enduring legacy shaping an identity. The arrival of the Aryans, regardless of the exact nature of their arrival, had a profound and lasting impact on the Indian subcontinent. Their language, religious beliefs, and social customs became intertwined with the existing cultural fabric, creating a unique and vibrant tapestry that continues to shape Indian identity today. The fusion of Aryan and indigenous beliefs laid the foundation for Hinduism, one of the world's oldest and most complex religions. The Vedas, the earliest sacred texts of Hinduism, composed in an early form of Sanskrit, reflect this cultural synthesis, incorporating elements of both Aryan and indigenous beliefs. The Aryan influence can also be seen in the development of Indian literature, philosophy, and art. The epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata, though composed centuries later, have their roots in the stories and traditions passed down from the Vedic period. These epics, along with other literary and philosophical works, continue to influence Indian thought and culture to this day. Section 9. Conclusion: a tapestry of influences. The story of the Aryan migration is not a simple one of invasion and conquest. It is a complex narrative of cultural interaction, assimilation, and transformation, spanning centuries and involving diverse groups of people. While the traditional invasion model has been challenged, the arrival of Indo-Aryan speakers remains a pivotal moment in Indian history. shaping the linguistic, religious, and social landscape of the subcontinent. As we delve deeper into the archaeological record, refine our linguistic analyses, and reinterpret traditional narratives, our understanding of this period continues to evolve. The Aryan migration theory serves as a reminder of the dynamism of history and the need to constantly re-evaluate our understanding of the past in light of new evidence and perspectives. The Indian subcontinent, with its rich and diverse cultural heritage, stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of this historical interaction. By embracing the complexities of the past and acknowledging the contributions of diverse groups, we can gain a more nuanced and richer understanding of the tapestry of influences that have shaped Indian civilization.